having a culture in the store is everything. It's you know, it's like Starbucks says this is the third place. So you want it to feel like that. You want to be welcome from the moment you come in, and throughout your time here, you want to be able to eat as much as you want to, or as little as but yet, you know, it's a fun place to be as well. But good culture is a fun place. You want to go to where people are enjoying what they're doing.
The leadership in the store, I think the manager kind of sets the tone for the store, and it trickles down from there. And just the fact that the shift supervisors set up the day for success. We all know our jobs, what we're supposed to do. I feel like that everybody is treated the same, fairly. Everybody knows what's expected of them, and that kind of helps everything flow in a positive manner.
Walking in and feeling welcome by your team, by people that you're looking forward to working with, even if you're not looking forward to working, it doesn't matter when you're working with those people. Like, it makes you want to make the day for the customers.
Also, I would say, starting with the positive leadership role from your manager, building people up, building up on people's strengths is important, and that kind of helps us all to work together as a team and build each other up. Of your store.
She's the backbone and the foundation of our store. She makes sure that everything is running smoothly, makes sure that everything is going the way it's supposed to be, makes sure that everyone's on the same page, that all information is amongst all partners, and just makes it a positive environment. Every time that a partner comes in, they're always welcomed by the management, no matter who it may be.
You know, there are managers that just manage things, and you know, just kind of like, here's the stuff you need to know it, and then go do it. Then there are manager leaders, and the cool thing about the culture, and I can say for our store, is we have manager leader. I mean, it's like leading by example, not just do as I say, but it's do as I do, and that's what makes the culture even more energetic, more alive, and more vibrant when you have the manager leading by example. And I think that's critical to have, that you have a manager on the floor that leads by example. And we're very fortunate to have that in the store that we work at.
That means that our store is welcoming, that we feel comfortable in our store, and it's also about working with each other in a positive manner.
I always feel like I belong when I come in, and it's just the culture of never feeling out of place and never feeling like someone doesn't want you there. It's just feeling, yeah, like you said, welcomed.
Having the third place environment is makes it a lot more fun to come into work and feel relaxed and confident. Knowing that we have routines in place makes me feel knowledgeable about my job and about what we do, and just creating that environment for others is important to me as well.
Wow. When a great environment is not the priority, it is frustrating. It is exasperating. It is not enjoyable. I think your feet start hurting a whole lot earlier in the shift when it's like that. So, you know, you start thinking about all the things that you don't want to be doing at Starbucks that day. So, you know, it's an unfortunate thing to have that kind of environment. But the cool thing is hopefully people communicate enough in that store, and it gets back to the leadership of that store, of, you know, what that environment and that vibe is, so that they can correct it just as soon as possible to make coming to work, you know, enjoyable. Hey, work is work, and sometimes it's tough, it's challenging, but, you know, we can correct things that aren't, you know, as enjoyable.
I second that. I've not really been in too many situations in which that was part of the, I guess, consequence, but I have been in situations to where culture was not there, and culture is prevalent in order to make sure that everything is running functionally and smoothly.
How did this experience of having a negative culture make you feel, and how did it impact your customers?
Well, if you have a negative culture, that means that your whole day is going to be off, or the whole situation. If you're just there for part-time, it's going to make everything else off. And if you and all your partners are off and the management is off, that's going to make the culture off. And then the customers that come in, they see that everything that we do positively or negatively impacts the customers. And even if it is bad, it can be improved, but the customers at least need to see some type of improvement in order to make sure that we're living up to our cultural values.
If we have a negative work environment when we come in, it inhibits our ability to give joy to our customers and maybe brighten their day a little bit. And that's sometimes the best feeling when someone's having a rough day or trying to get to work, and you can be speedy and give them exactly what they need to get through their morning. And if when we have a negative environment, it makes it harder to transition into that positivity. It's in the little details, like highlighting all the information we need in our schedules, having them up 3 weeks in advance, being considerate of all the partners' time and schedules. It's those little things that show partners that they care and that they want us to all work together as a team, and being present in the present moment helps a lot.
It's kind of this over communication that you appreciate that you didn't realize you needed, because some people might think of it as micromanaging, or it is, and it's not a bad thing, because there are all these little things that you have your own little checklist, but when you have someone else right next to you, you're like, oh, that's why that was important.
And just the fact that you feel supported by her, and she's there, and she wants to be there. She's not leaving early. She's there, working twice as hard as everybody else. She sets an example for us, and she also cares. I feel like she cares about each and every one of us in the store. Not just that we're there to do our job, but that we feel good about doing our job, and that we know how to do our job.